This is Southern Cross News with Rachel Williams.
Good evening and welcome to Southern Cross News. Two people accused of invading the home of a Deloraine man yesterday, armed with a baseball bat, have been denied bail in the Launceston Magistrates Court. Mandy Jones and Philip Milburn are co-accused of the crime, which police say left the 56-year-old unconscious in his home.
The pair appeared here in the Launceston Magistrates Court this morning and both applied for bail, which was refused. 45-year-old Mandy Marie Jones and 36-year-old Philip Maxwell Milburn were formally charged late last night with 1 count each of aggravated burglary and aggravated armed robbery. Police say the pair, along with a third man who's yet to be identified, entered this house in Parsonage Street at around 4 a.m. yesterday. A 56-year-old man was home at the time and confronted the intruders. Police say he was hit several times with a baseball bat and tied up with rope, causing him to lose consciousness. The trio are then alleged to have ransacked the house, making off with a significant amount of property, including power tools, televisions, collectibles, keys and a wallet. Ms Jones and Mr Milburn were later arrested in Perth, with police saying yesterday they conducted a search warrant of the house and found the alleged stolen property. The injuries sustained during this incident to the 56-year-old, police say are serious. He's shaken by the ordeal but has been released from hospital. He has several staples to his head, stitches to his face, as well as abrasions and bruising to his body. Police yesterday labelled the incident as a violent crime and are still seeking the public's help in locating the third person they believe is involved. The pair will remain in custody now until their next court appearance on Tuesday. Jessica Moran, Southern Cross News.
Firefighters are being praised for their quick thinking, with the Tasmania fish hatchery at Ranelagh saved from being destroyed by a serious fire overnight. Crews from around the area arrived to the structure on Rockwood Road around 4 o'clock this morning and managed to contain the blaze to the switchboard room. Tasmania Fire Service says it was caused by an electrical fault in a conductor. All staff were evacuated and no fish were affected, but the damage bill is estimated at $400,000. 35 kilometres of extra adventure has opened to mountain bikers looking to explore the hills of the state's northeast. $1.5 million has been spent on Derby's new tracks as excitement builds for the return of Enduro World Series next year.
A bridge between the past and the present. This bushland was once home to Derby's tin mine, supporting thousands of people long ago. Now it's been transformed as the mountain biking renaissance rolls on.
We're opening roughly 35 k's of new trails. There's some green trails, or very green trails, just in here behind us around the Bryce's mine hole.
Today, a 63-metre long flood-proof bridge was officially opened, linking the township to the new tracks. Known as green trails, they'll cater for beginners or those just after an easy ride.
This has been a fantastic success for this area, for the region and for the state. The Derby trails have actually put Tasmania on the map, both nationally and internationally. Bike store owner Ben Jones is among those recently enticed to the town, setting up shop just a fortnight ago.
It's amazing for Derby, and it just adds to what we've already got here, but just gives people of all levels, beginner levels, now a really good option to come and give it a try.
Riders were eager to test their tyres on the new adventure.
Oh, this one's lovely. It's great for families and really easy, flat.
For those still in training, there's also smaller slopes to tackle.
They're really fun and the bridges are really cool. I like about the whole thing.
Another 2 trails in the town's west are also due to open later this month. They'll be used for the Enduro World Series competition returning to the state next year. Sean McComish, Southern Cross News.
Although it might not feel like it this evening, spring has well and truly sprung, with flowers in full bloom at Hobart's Town Hall today. Roses, iris and floral art on display for the public's admiration as part of the Hobart City Council's collections of flower shows. The event aiming to promote gardening and its benefits. With preparations for the Melbourne Cup well underway across the country, one Tasmanian milliner is working around the clock to ensure pieces are finished in time for Tuesday. Some items created in a backyard studio already sent to the other side of the world.
In her element, Keziah Athorn creating a headpiece to be worn on racing's biggest day of the year. The 27-year-old milliner now at the tail end of what's been a very busy few months, preparing for the season.
October's my crazy month, and yeah, a few last-minute ones now, and then I'm free.
The intricate designs created from scratch in the home studio. Just one can take a whole day to put together using a range of special tools. Ready to top off a special outfit and be flaunted at fashions on the field.
I love seeing the photos of the completed outfits. It's so exciting just seeing it all come together and, ladies feeling beautiful in things that I've made. It's quite rewarding.
Keziah is inspired by her mum, who owned a hat shop in Geelong for years, now running her own business with clients from across Australia.
And I did actually send one to the US a couple of weeks ago, which is pretty cool. I'd never sort of thought it would become that big. I thought I'd, just make a few here and there, but I'm busy all year round.
Her work now attracting the eye of high-profile racegoers, including our racing minister, Elise Archer. This gold-leafed piece to be worn by her on Melbourne Cup Day this Tuesday.
Just knowing that it's, completely handmade, I think people appreciate it more now than before.
And Keziah has one tip for racing fashionistas, and that's choose a headpiece before choosing a dress. Louise Hedger, Southern Cross News.
Parts of Mount Wellington were blanketed in snow today as Hobart's temperature changed from a balmy and sunny 25 degrees to wintry conditions in under 24 hours. The wild and windy weather didn't stop people from enjoying the view from the top, with many making the trip up to savour the spring snow.
It's freezing. I've lived in Switzerland and this feels like Switzerland today, but it's fabulous. It's snowy and it's wonderful.
While the south shivers, firefighters are still battling a large fire near Swansea on the east coast. People are reminded there's an embargo on all fire permits until late tomorrow afternoon due to the windy weather. Some of the state's best blockheads have descended on the University of Tasmania for the state youth Lego robotics competition. 21 teams are taking part in the event under the watchful eye of 18 independent judges. And winners of today's event will secure more than just bragging rights and the Champions Trophy. They'll also book a starting spot at the first Lego League Nationals competition to be held in Sydney next month. Some of the state's best young surfers have braved blustery conditions on the first day of the state junior titles at Clifton Beach. The event is used as a warm-up for competitors ahead of the national titles in South Australia next month. Organisers say interest in the sport is on the rise, with surfing set to be included on the Tokyo Olympic program in 2020.
Rather than just competing state rounds, you can now compete in state rounds and develop your surfing to a higher level with the potential to make a national team, which puts you in that circle for selection.
Competition continues tomorrow. Local cricket clubs are being urged to apply for a new round of grants after the Australian Cricket Infrastructure Fund more than tripled the money available for Tasmanian projects. Glenorchy is just one of many clubs that are already reaping the rewards after receiving $20,000 for a new turf pitch. Applications close on December 3rd. Clubs seeking more information can contact Cricket Tasmania.
Good evening. 15 degrees today for Hobart. Launceston had a top of 18, 16 for Burnie with 17 degrees in Devonport. Around Tasmania, 20 degrees was the state's top at St Helens, 19 for Friendly Beaches, 17 degrees at Cressy, 16 for Flinders Island, with 15 the top at Scottsdale, Smithton, Low Head, Campania and also on King Island. Looking at the charts, extensive low cloud about the west and through Bass Strait today, scattered cloud elsewhere. Further out shows cloud over WA and the South Australian border associated with thunderstorm activity. Tomorrow shows a cold front approaching the south of WA with a weakening high centred over New South Wales. Troughs and low centres lie over the remainder. West to northwesterly winds 15 to 25 knots, reaching 25 to 35 in the south, lighter for the east and the northeast, with seas between 2 and 4 metres. There is a gale warning for southern coastal waters for northerly winds, a strong wind warning for northern, northeastern and western waters, and a small craft wind alert for the southwest lakes. Cloudy through the south tomorrow, 17 in Hobart, 18 for Richmond, 16 at Ouse, showers there. 18 in Launceston, 16 in Devonport, 15 for Deloraine, showers expected later in the afternoon. 16 for Burnie and Curry, Strawn 15, showers through those parts, with 19 for St Helens, showers later, cloudy and 19 for Swansea and 17 for Whitemark. And the UV is very high for most areas around Tasmania. Showers expected for the western, the central and the northern districts on Monday, fine elsewhere. Showers extending statewide during the day on Tuesday, with showers continuing for western, central and southern areas on Wednesday. Around Australia tomorrow, 23 degrees in Perth, 27 and showers for Adelaide, 24 and sunny in Melbourne, 29 for Canberra, 24 with cloudy conditions for Sydney and 33 and sunny in Brisbane. And at the moment, a few clouds, about 13 for Hobart and 14 degrees in Launceston and Devonport. Rach, back to you.
Wonderful. Thanks for that, Sam. Well, that's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.